All right. You comfy?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. We got Nick. Let's go.
Hey, we're doing. Is this it? Are we
This
going?
is it. We're doing it.
Golly.
This is it. Easy. What's up? What's up?
You know what's funny? I've never done a podcast where I just end up staring at myself the whole time.
Yeah, that's the one downside of doing this. I should have like some kind of. Well, I can always like. Sometimes I'll pull something up but then it'll still kind of be here on the side.
Yeah. I think this is what your podcast makes me realize that I might be a bit of a narcissist because I am just going to stare at myself for about 3 hours.
But I think everybody does that. Like when
Yeah.
you're in a Zoom meeting, people do that. Everybody does that in every situation where you can just look at your face all day.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's kind of normal. But because like I'm here and I'm looking at myself like, oh, hello. I don't
Look
know.
at that hot piece of ass.
I don't know if animals were supposed to be able to see ourselves. You know?
Ooh, I like that.
You know what I mean?
Well, there's always been ponds. There's always been reflections somewhere.
Right.
But even in the reflection, there's ripples and stuff.
But even in a pond, I mean, you're not hanging around ponds all day in the ancient days. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I just feel like it would be, that must have been novel for them to be around a pond and be like, oh, yes, a pond where you can see yourself, you know?
Well, I do know that monkeys will look at themselves a lot. And I wonder if that's why we, evolved because we looked at ourselves in like a pond. We're like, God, I need to get my shit together, you know? Just sitting there going,
It probably
I look
helped
like-
us become more attractive too,
Yeah, dude.
because we're constantly looking at ourselves, going, "Oh, I can actually do this and
Yeah.
make myself look a little better," or something like that. Whereas with a other animal, they don't really have that.
Uh-huh.
But I think like my dog recognizes herself in a mirror. If she sees a mirror, she'll be like, "What is that?" But then she'll go, "Oh, it's like me." I think she
Yeah.
gets that.
But some dogs don't, right? Because they'll bark at the mirror.
Some dogs are stupid. Yeah, but my dog's a very smart dog.
I believe that.
This is a smart animal here.
What kind of animal you got there?
She is a Huskimo, so American Eskimo and Husky.
American Eskimo
And a Husky. Yeah.
What is that? Two species? And
Yeah, so it's a Husky that fucked an American Eskimo. So let me show you.
well, I guess that's where I'm messing up. I thought American Eskimos were humans.
No. American. So all Eskimos are technically Canadian.
Oh,
But this is an American Eskimo right here.
okay. That's where I was like, there's no way I'm hearing that right. But that's a Eskimo dog.
Yeah, American Eskimo dog, and then the Husky, which is a little bit more wolf-like. And then there's something called a Huskimo, and that's what she is.
Oh,
Yeah, like that. This one here.
she's
is-
an all white one.
Yeah, this is a very clear.
It's the ears. I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to Google a dog for me? It's
Yeah.
a Caucasian Shepherd. My sister had this dog. I hate this dog. It scared the living piss out of me for years.
Oh my god.
Huge.
Yo, this is
huge.
like Cujo.
And yeah, and she had when I lived with her, I was living in the basement, and this dog hated me, and it would sit at the top of the stairs and wait for me to walk up, and it would growl, and I couldn't go upstairs until it stopped growling and allowed me to go upstairs
That's terrifying.
because it had the high ground, and
Yeah.
also it was a giant ass dog. you
Yeah.
know?
That's scary. I would never get a big dog like that.
Well, the only thing it loved was her, and it hated everybody else.
Yeah. It was a Caucasian Shepherd.
Caucasian. It was a runt too, so it was a Caucasian Shepherd runt. And it was a lady, and the ladies in that breed are way more aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah.
That is interesting. There are certain things where like the lady is more aggressive, like lions, humans,
And ants as well.
ants. The ants really?
No,
the
I'm
queen
making
ant?
that up. I
I
have
was
no
like,
idea.
oh, what the fuck? I was like, yo, the queen is feisty as shit.
I'm sure she's got all the power. She's got a million takers, you know.
Yeah, but I don't think animals see their reflections, or at least they're supposed to. We're the only ones that really leaned into that shit.
Right, right. And I guess, but animals are arguably more selfish than humans, right? You wouldn't agree with that?
Yeah, I guess I could agree with that.
So if this is the thing that doesn't make sense is staring at yourself seems like a very self-conceited thing. Mm-hmm. But animals don't really do it. And you would think like they really only care about the food that they get. And maybe not dogs. Dogs are great animals, but like,
Yeah.
especially monkeys. You know,
Monkeys-
they're very selfish.
I think monkeys have the capacity to give. I just think that they don't really know. I was going to say what I want.
Yeah.
It's like a monkey doesn't know what you want for Christmas, you know? I don't know. I think probably what's the least selfish animal other than a human being? I'm trying to think.
Well, other than a dog, you know, I would think dog's number one. They're
Probably
all
an
pretty-
elephant. I feel like an
Oh,
elephant
yeah.
would be pretty smart about that.
They're pretty great. Elephants look at humans like they're puppies. I see that online all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
You seen the one of the elephant charging that guy and he like stands his ground? He's like,
And he wins?
yeah, the elephant stops in its track. And this thing is like 4 times its size.
Yeah.
And the elephant freaked out and was like, oh shit. And then turned around and just was like, oh my God.
He's
I'm sorry.
like, oh, geez, this guy's got some gusto.
Dude, that takes so much balls. There's so many clips of people doing that with bears too.
Oh, no. I would just die. I would never
Yeah.
disrespect a bear like that.
I would disrespect.
Meaning,
Probably
like,
not.
I would run away because I'm like, I'm not going to trust that this bear is dumb enough to think that it can't kill me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I would die probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't fuck with bears. I would. I was talking to someone else about this the other day. Like, what's the largest animal that you think I could fight or take down? It's probably like a coyote. I don't think a deer would be tough, but I think if I got a good grip on it, you know, maybe I could take it down a deer.
Yeah. I mean, deer aren't as, I mean, if it's a buck, bucks have killed humans. It's extremely rare, but for the most part, I think you could, if you grabbed it around the neck, you could pretty much sling it down.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that the largest animal I've seen someone take down is like a bull.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, oh, you see it online all the time with the cowboys that are wrangling shit and whatnot.
But they have rope though.
Well, they do this thing where they jump off a horse and they grab it, you know.
That's crazy. Like by the horns.
And it'll just like by momentum. Well, I don't think by the horns, but by momentum, it'll just fall down, you know.
That's amazing.
And then they do it with calves mainly, though.
A bull would be
It wasn't the biggest bull.
okay.
You know?
I was gonna say, like, dude, you're a matador at that point.
For the big bulls, you couldn't even get your hand around their neck. But
Dude, the matadors juking out bulls. Have you seen those
Oh,
videos?
I love those
Where they
videos.
just do a quick little ankle break,
Yeah.
and the bull's like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
and the inner liberal that I have way deep down inside of me watches that, and I go, "Well, you can't be stabbing the thing, you know? You ever
Yeah.
see that? They stab him.
Oh yeah, they kill
Yeah,
them.
they kill him. That's kind of
Yeah,
the
that
thing.
is a little bit much, don't you think?
Yeah, it's a little insane.
They could reuse it.
They could reuse the bowl.
Yeah, for another show.
Oh, it's true, but
To stab it just seems kind of like, well, now you
Yeah.
got to get a whole other bowl, and then you're gonna do that all over again.
yeah, that's
seems
not
kinda-
okay.
Yeah, that just doesn't seem very good.
I'm gonna write a letter to somebody. I'm gonna say
To-
this guy
to Spain?
No more Spain. I've had enough.
Dear Spain, what are you doing?
Dearest of Spain.
Dearest of Spain's Spaniards. If you could be any animal, what would you be?
If I could be any animal,
Be any animal, man.
man. Oh shoot! I think I would want to be a cheetah just because they're really fast. I'd like to know what it's like to go 70 miles an hour. You know, just on my feet.
That's the Red Bull talking.
But yeah,
You're just like, wow.
but also I don't think I want to live in Africa. You know.
No, in a non-racist connotation, I
Of course
wouldn't
not.
want to live there either.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, I didn't say that.
Well, that's how I meant. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, then that's what I did mean.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I just don't like the hot climate too much. I think it'd be cool to be a deer only because I've been hunting deer.
You don't like hot climate? Oh,
I don't like super cold climate either, but also deer seem pretty warm when I'm around them.
yeah. Deer. I don't think I'd want to be a deer. That's just a dumb animal.
Well, it's true. It's a dumb. Okay, could I be a deer but also have my same intelligence?
That would be worse.
I
feel like if I
I'd
have
jump off a bridge.
Yeah, that'd be terrible. I think if I was my intelligence and I got turned into an animal, I guess I would want to be like a raccoon. I think that'd be
Yeah.
kind of fun.
Well, you'd get shot. Your varmint, you know.
Well, yeah, but you can sneak around. You got hands. You're
Yeah.
fast. You can do your thing. Maybe even a gorilla. But then you're living in a zoo.
Yeah, And the first thing I'd try to do is recreate Over the Hedge, But
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to because no one else would be smart,
Yeah.
But I think it'd be cool to be a deer just to like see how long I could live because I've hunted the things, And I would be like, oh, that's a good tree to
So
have.
you want to be a deer in a hunting location?
Well,
You want most dangerous game is what it sounds like.
yeah. It'd kind of be like that, yeah.
Yeah, you want to just see how long you'd last.
In a hypothetical sense, especially if I got a redo button, dude.
Have you ever read The Most Dangerous Game?
I've heard about it.
Would you be in that? Would you do it? Hunger Game situation? If you could just be in the Hunger Games.
The one where the guy is a rich guy and he's hunting down real people and he's like, that's the real hunting. Hunting something as smart
And he's
as
like, and
you."
I was just getting bored, but now that you're here, a hunter, I get to hunt a hunter, and that's going to be really fun.
Yeah, the whole flaw in that one is that the humans are pretty easy to hunt,
Yeah, that's why he
Where-
gets bored. He's
yeah.
like, what the fuck? These guys suck.
It's really hard to hunt squirrels
Yeah?
just because they're hard to shoot.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not a
aim
very
small.
good shot, so.
Well, let's say this. You think you'd be hard to hunt? Do you think you'd be if I was a good hunter and I'm chasing you in the woods, I got a big old property and I'm like, I'm going to hunt this motherfucker down.
Mm-hmm.
You think you'd be able to last long?
As me,
Yeah.
I'm pretty fast. You know what I mean? I'm not faster than a bullet.
Wants
but
to be a cheetah pretty fast.
I'm also extremely humble. I have three qualities. I'm very fast. I'm very humble, and I'm a
Dude.
Christian.
I would go AVP so fast. I'd just be covered in mud
Oh yeah.
and just be like in a swamp, just gurgling mud out of my mouth.
What's the time frame? Like, is it a week?
Ooh, you have to survive let's say a week. You think you could do a week
I think I could do a week.
on an island?
Ooh,
The island like Castaway.
yeah. Now that's a little more difficult.
Because that's a pretty small island. There's still like a jungly area on the island, but it's an island.
and a week is a lot of time to go search for stuff. But also, if it's dense enough, you could theoretically stay in the same spot. Because that's what I'm thinking. I'm looking for finding the best spot that is easy to hide. Even if
I
you're
think a
like,
week isn't enough. We have to do a month.
Oh yeah, a month.
Because
I
now
don't
you need to
think-
get food and water and like you
Yeah.
need resources to stay
If
alive.
I have to move and stuff like that, I think he'd get me just because
Yeah.
there's no way that I'm not just like picking blueberries and being like, oh,
You'd have to
what's
make
up, Eric? Oh, fuck.
I think you'd have to go offensive. You'd have to make a trap and try to kill him.
Yeah, if that's an option. Yeah.
Yeah, you would have to. But he has a gun, obviously, and he has the advantage because of that. But I think the move is to like sharpen some spears and try to make
Yeah.
a pit.
If do you think you could track down a Navy SEAL if he wasn't allowed to kill you? If it was just like you just had to find him?
Absolutely not.
I don't think I could either.
I don't think I could do that.
And that's only because I wouldn't want to try. I don't want to ruin his reputation.
Yeah, if you did on accident. Oh my god, dude, I'm so.
That's the only way you'd catch him.
You
is on
ruined my
accident.
career.
Yeah. You ruined my career. You're promoted to private.
The rest of his life, everyone's talking like, that's the guy that got caught by the comedian. Dude.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, and he just has to hang his head. And his
Yeah.
wife doesn't want to have sex with him anymore.
Yeah,
His wife being like, I thought I married a warrior.
she never did.
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting to be a Navy SEAL too. That's just you have to have so much motivation to do something like that, and I just don't. I don't have that. I don't have
Yeah.
motivation to do that kind of stuff.
I remember whenever I was a kid, my grandpa would tell me about the Marines all the time. And I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to be a Marine. And I think I was 16. And I said, Grandpa, I may just become a Marine. And he goes, don't ever do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he goes, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, this is from the racist grandpa?
Oh, well, yes. But
But he's smart, though, it sounds like.
yeah, he's a pretty smart guy. But
Because being a Marine does fucking suck.
well, and he's just like, he didn't like the government at all. He's like, why would you sign your life away to the government?
Oh, so he's not really patriotic?
Well, I think he's respecting of the people who do it, and that it's a job that needs to be done. But he's like, not my kids, you know?
Got it. This guy has a bit more dimensions to him than I remember.
Yeah, because, we're old enough now to, you got to think he grew up in the 40s, so by the time he is enlisted, it was like 57. And he was in the reserves for a long time. And so he basically, I'm trying to remember, Yeah, I think he was around for Korea. Oh no, when did Korea end?
56?
56.
Like
Yeah, the thing he always said was I was too old for Korea and too old for Vietnam and too young for Korea.
right. That's where my dad is.
Yeah.
How old's your grandpa?
He's like 85, 86.
85. My dad's 71. I remember my dad just barely missed Vietnam. He was like, he got in just a little bit late. But
His whole thing was that he thinks when he was a kid, everyone believed in the government and purpose. Like they thought like they're at least going to take care of us, and we're gonna go out there and we're gonna fight for our land. And now he's like, what are we fighting for? Oil?
yeah, because World War II was about defending the world.
I've said this a long time. I think World War II is the last holy war we've had.
It was the last war with any significant purpose.
Correct.
That made people be like, yeah,
I'm willing to die for that.
I'm going to die for that cause. September 11th and the Iraq wars and all that made people think that that's what they were doing.
And it wasn't about.
But it wasn't really that.
Yeah, and it's actually kind of a shame. I don't like that we all know what actually happened, because I like the idea that we did it for a just cause. But it's obviously not true, We went and fought for oil and
heroin and poppies and
yeah. And now we just got to sit back and be okay with that.
Well, people made money from that anyway, so I mean,
I didn't make a cent, and I wish I did.
Yeah, well, I guess I meant the government.
Oh, yeah, me too.
The thing is, like, I don't know. I don't really see at any point in the next, even like 150 years, and this is a crazy thing to say, that there's going to be another war kind of like World War II, where it's like, oh, we're like defending who we are as people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, because that was the start of the communism kind of, you got to take down fascism and communism.
Fascism, communism, and all that. But once that was gone, and now, like you said, it's all money. The next time we have a war where it's like we're defending our lifestyle, pretty much everyone in the planet has a very similar lifestyle. The only people that are kind of out there are like the Muslims. And I mean, the Chinese are really, in a lot of ways, they're Western in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But I mean, even the Russians are kind of pretty Westernized. I don't see going like to war with Russia. I feel like that would be.
I think we'd go to war with England just because they put people in jail for like Instagram stories,
Oh,
that's
really?
the next war.
You think it's going to be just like a freedom of speech war?
Yeah. No, it's not freedom of speech. It's like, I want to post my racist shit. You won't let me do it in England.
That's crazy. There was a lot of people getting jailed for that there. I saw someone get jail time for a Facebook post.
It's crazy times we live in. Crazy times they're living in England, not here in the good old U.S. of A.
U.S. is still pretty good. People always say things are bad, but I'm like, I don't know. I think we're still doing pretty good. Relative to like most of the human race, we're fucking killing it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've never left the country, and that's because I don't need to,
Yeah.
I got food, water, and freedom.
If you were gonna go anywhere, where would you go?
I've always said Ireland, like I would go to Ireland or something, because I don't know why I've always liked the Irish. I think it's 'cause
Ireland is like a gateway drug for the rest of the world.
Is it?
For an American, I feel like Ireland is the most like whitewashed fucking answer.
It's true.
You know where I want to go? A country that's basically an Irish pub.
Yeah, I want to go to that. Or I'd go to New Zealand because I like rugby a lot, so I would go to New Zealand and see the All Blacks play.
Yeah. New Zealand is another gateway. I'm not going to lie to you, but
well, I'll tell you where I'm not going. Cambodia.
Well, I was thinking, would you go to Japan? I think Japan is a good level of exotic.
I would only go to Japan if it was on business.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
I actually like that answer. I actually respect the fuck out of that answer.
I just want to go to Japan and be a Japanese person.
And just be a business person.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm in Japan on business.
I've got 15,000 tons that we should move. And they're like, okay.
They should have that.
We could go to the sushi place tonight, I guess.
We should start that, a tourist thing in Japan where it's like they just treat you like you're a business CEO.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah. You walk in off the boat, they're like, hi, welcome, nice to meet you.
Welcome. We'd love to give you a tour of the facility. Yeah.
And they just completely try to screw you over on your money, and you get to be like, no. No.
It gives you an opportunity to argue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
you
feel
go
like
home
a boss.
to your 1-bedroom apartment, like, oh, fuck.
It'd be crazy if you paid for that experience to argue and haggle with them, and then when they actually try to rip you off because it's part of the experience, you could just be like, and then you're like, actually, I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to haggle. It's like, no,
Yeah.
dude, like, you paid for this experience.
Yeah, that would be really fun, though. I think that would be cool.
You have to do that in a lot of Middle Eastern countries. Everything you buy, you have to haggle.
Really?
Everything.
You know, my grandpa doesn't say the kindest things about the Middle East, but he loves a good haggle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he loves a yard sale. He loves them all.
Yeah, because over there it's all like mom and pop stuff. There's literally no big company. So everybody knows, like, if you're talking to the cash register guy, that's probably the guy that owns the shop. So it's like you're haggling. You know what I mean?
So what is, I don't understand that. What is their economic structure? They're not socialists, right?
The Muslims? No, they're
Are
just
they capitalists?
They're capitalists. They're just so ridiculously religious that it is like taking over. They're basically theocratic, I guess, is the
Theocratic, okay.
where just their religion dominates their government and economy.
And so then how does that mean that they can't have like corporations and stuff?
They have corporations. They're just there's not enough massive corporations there to like they don't have Walmarts and
Well, maybe that's like America used to be like that. There used to be a
Exactly.
million mom and pop shops.
exactly. And there was probably a lot more haggling back then.
Sure.
But now that you go into a Walmart and they're like the price is the price is the price.
Yeah.
You don't haggle. But if you go into a shop and the guy, it's like an antique shop.
Yeah.
Even today in the United States, you could haggle with the guy because that's the
sure.
fucking owner.
Right.
And that's the same thing with like in a lot of the Middle Eastern countries is you go to a bazaar or you go to a shop, the guy there is probably the owner. So it's kind of intended for you to haggle. Same thing with like watch places in New York. Have you seen the haggling watch places?
I have actually seen
Dude,
that.
those are so fucking fun to watch. A guy walks in, fun to watch. A guy walks in there with a clock and he's like, hey, what do you got? And the guy's like, 1,500. Hey, I'll do this one. I'll do that one. And then they kind of go back and forth, back and forth. And then they're like stuck on a price. I love when they do this. They're like, I'm at 1,800. You're at 1,500. How do we bridge the gap? What do we do?
Yeah.
And they're like, let's flip for it.
I love that.
I love it, dude. And they flip, and if it's heads, then we go 18. If it's tails, we go 15, and then it becomes like a gamble.
It's so great because the people who like haggling also like gambling. 'Cause
Exactly.
It's like, what can I get? What can I get?
It is a weird bridge of two crazy money addiction things to do.
Yeah. I'm not into the whole money addiction. I would like to be addicted to money.
I think it's a healthy addiction to have.
It can be. It can be unhealthy. Yeah, everything can be unhealthy.
I think if you're addicted to gambling, that's really unhealthy.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's actually something I've been very concerned about with like the world lately is just the fucking sheer amount of gambling everybody's doing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like Kalishi, is that what it's called? Have you
What
seen
is
that?
it? No.
Kalishi. It's a website where you can bet on anything.
Really?
Anything. So they're like, what are the odds Billie Eilish puts out an album in the next 3 months?
Wow.
Or like, what are the odds that we see a Britney Spears appearance at this venue, at this show? What are the odds that Jerome Powell increases interest rates by a point in the next, like just stupid, insane, batshit crazy stuff.
I think I saw South Park on it. That's
Yeah.
Have you seen that new one?
No, I haven't.
It's really funny. It's like where they like, what are the odds that Kyle's mom bombs the mosque or something like that?
You'll take a parlay on it.
Yeah, something like that, or I forget exactly what it is, and then it ends up actually happening, which is very funny.
You ever gamble?
I never gamble.
Never?
I mean, I play poker sometimes, and I also just sometimes, I like to test the Taco Bell, But that's really all the gambling I do.
The only gambling I'll ever accept is poker.
Yeah.
Everything else, I'm like, no. I think
there's a little bit of skill in poker.
There's a little bit of skill. So I can get behind poker. But everything else, no, I'm out. Fuck that.
I had the craziest hand the other day because I was down. I think it was $100 buy-in, and I was down. I bought in twice and a half, so I was down like $220. And I doubled that, and then I doubled that, and I'm sitting there at like half my money total lost, and I get these two cards. It was like a 4 of clubs and like a jack of clubs, right? And then
It's a terrible hand.
it wasn't. I mean, it's suited.
It's okay.
You know,
It's suited.
but there was few people playing, so I was like, I have a pretty good chance. And I was like, I'll just see
Okay,
the
that's
flop.
good. Yeah.
So the first card that comes out is 7 of clubs,
Nice.
and then 8 of clubs,
Nice.
and then 6 of clubs.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Cooking.
okay, so I've got a flush right here.
Yeah.
Let's just play this right.
And then they flip 2 more clubs.
10 of hearts comes out.
Okay,
right?
nice.
And I'm like, great, let's keep it here because anything comes out, if he has one club and it's a higher than me, you know, like that could screw me over.
Yeah.
Next club that comes out, I'm not even watching for it. He's like raising up, and I'm like, yeah, I'll feed into it. I'll be like, whatever, I don't know what I'm doing, you know. And then the 4 of clubs comes out, and I'm like, oh, I just got a straight flush. Or sorry, 5 of clubs. Sorry, because I had the 4 in my hand, so it's 4, 5, 6, 7.
You had a 4 and a jack?
I had a 4 and a jack, and then we had 7.
How did you get a straight?
7, 8, 6, 10 of hearts, 5.
Where's the 9?
You only need 5. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
But you have a jack.
I have 2 cards, jack and 4. So that you get 2 cards in poker, right?
We're talking Texas Hold'em, right?
Yeah,
You have a jack and a 4.
yeah.
And then
5
you
cards
got and
come
then
out.
you flipped they flipped a 5, 6, 7, 8.
And that 4.
Oh, I got you. So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
jack didn't matter.
Jack didn't matter.
Gotcha.
Well, it matters in this case, right? Because if I'd have had the ace, I'm like probably losing money here. But the problem is he had the ace of clubs, so he now
Has a flush with
he
an
now has a
ace.
flush with the ace high.
Yeah.
So I was like, I tried to slow play and see what else I could get out of him because I figured, you know, I'll just bet anything and he'll fold. And then he goes all in. I was like, all in, yeah, let's do it, dude.
Ooh, it's a dangerous all in though.
Yeah. And so then he's like, you know, it's my money. I was like, I got a straight flush, dude. I made all my money back in that one hand, dude.
That's
and
so
I
badass.
understand why people gamble. I could have lost the rest of the money from that point on.
That's the hand that people sit there for hours looking for.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's why you do it. You're digging for gold, you know?
It's crazy whenever I went to a poker room the other day and some guys will just be there for hours just staring,
Love it.
just waiting for the perfect hand to come through. And it's like, man,
Perfect hand to take money.
yeah.
But I completely get it. It's a dangerous disease to have, you know, to always be looking for that rare hand, you know?
But I think it's it could be worse. I think poker is not that bad. If you're addicted to roulette or something, it's like
That's
my-
pure gambling.
That's just pure. It's not even, and the odds are against you. Like you have a 48% chance to lose, or to win. So it's like, damn, why'd you get into this? It's so obviously not good.
Well, and those people using that app you're talking about are probably like betting on things that are even more unlikely,
Bro.
you know?
It's so crazy what they're betting on. Even sports betting, I'm like, I can't get behind that.
I want to go on there and I want to bet. What are the odds that this app gets taken down by Congress?
Probably not. They have so much fucking money, dude.
Probably not.
Dude, probably not. I think I even saw something about Trump trying to make it so that the federal government can't tax gambling winnings, which I didn't even know they could.
Why would he do that? Why would he be about that?
Well,
Is he a
he's-
gambler?
I don't know.
Huh.
I could see him being a bit of a gambler, but he also doesn't drink, which
True.
kind of makes me think maybe he has some things on his blacklist that he's just not going to do.
Yeah.
Obviously, 16-year-old girls on there, but yeah, that would be. I like gambling. I like playing some poker. Where were you playing?
Oh, there's a comedian's poker chat. or whatever.
I've heard of
Yeah.
this. Yeah, must be nice.
It was pretty nice. I left my fucking chair there that has the spare key to my house in it.
Oof.
So I need to go grab that sometime. Yeah, yikes, brother. But
You pretty good?
I'm decent. I realized I wasn't good the other day because when I play with my friends, I'm usually pretty good. But I
Play with
realized-
Phil?
I did. I played with Phil. Phil's way better than I am. He
Yeah?
was saying terms that I don't really know, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Found out what the nuts are today. or
Oh,
the
you
other
didn't know
day.
what the nuts are?
I didn't know what the nuts are.
Oh, then you're not very good.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not very good.
Well, I just never heard it. The nuts are is just the middle between straight, right?
No.
What's the nuts?
Nuts
The
is just the
outside?
best hand. It's just the best hand.
Oh, well.
It's just like, I know I had the nuts, which is the best hand possible for that hand.
Well, when I play on World Series of Poker, they never talk about the nuts on that, you know. But
People don't, you play it online?
sometimes, yeah.
I think in the chat box sometimes they'll be like, yeah, dude, I had the nuts. Like, I knew I had the nuts. But
Yeah.
I used to play a lot. I don't really play anymore, but
We should play right now.
yeah.
I have $5. No, I'm just kidding.
You have a disease.
I don't have a disease. I can quit anytime I
You're
want.
sick, dude.
I can quit when I win.
What else is going on? What else is new?
This is a whole bunch of lame stuff. Christmas is coming around.
Yeah, I just bankrupt myself on presents.
You buy presents for your family?
Yeah.
Oh my.
You don't?
No, haven't for a long time.
Yeah, usually we do a Secret Santa
Okay.
where we all just buy one gift that's like medium,
Yeah.
and then everybody just sort of passes it around.
Oh, white elephant.
Yeah, like a white
Yeah.
elephant. Yeah.
Well, I don't buy gifts just because I don't have the money.
Yeah.
And two, even if when I do have the money, like every once in a while when I have it, I don't want it to be expected. And that's lame of me to say. But if
I
create
completely
expectations-
agree
Yeah.
with that, though. I felt so weird when my dad, he sent me a text and he was like, this is what we want. And it was just a toaster.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, then you're going to, on Christmas Day, you're going to open up a toaster
Yeah.
and you're going to be thinking, man, it would have been nice to have this toaster 3 weeks ago when I first realized I needed it.
What's
you know?
the point of waiting for Christmas? You know?
Yeah, it is. It's just weird.
It's kind of like a girl sending you nudes before scheduling the first sex encounter.
Before scheduling the first sec.
Yeah.
Oh, because then you just have photos.
You're just like, oh, can I have this today? Like,
I
why
would
do have
still
to
be
wait?
okay with just a nude,
Yeah.
though. I'd be like, I think it'd be like her being like, hey, I sent you nudes, but they're going to be there in like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
But also, you already know, he already knows what the toaster looks like. You already know what the toaster looks like.
yeah.
So is the analogy better if it's like, well, I found them on OnlyFans, but you're getting them through Snapchat on Christmas. You know? I don't know.
And it goes away right away.
Yeah.
I can't take a photo, otherwise she'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe. You have OnlyFans?
I wish, dude. I wish I was hot enough. I'm actually getting fat. You know that?
You ever subscribe to someone's OnlyFans?
No, I can't do it. Can't make myself do it.
Yeah.
It feels it's like a line I won't cross. I don't care if people subscribe to OnlyFans, but I don't want to do it.
I don't think, I don't know. I don't think it's healthy.
Sure.
Yeah. To just be sitting there looking, even Instagram sometimes. I'm like, I'll see, because my whole algorithm is just hot ass fucking chicks. And
I'm
I'm
so
like, dude, I
embarrassed.
cannot just sit here and follow these girls. And then whenever I open my shit, it's just her with her boobies out. I'm like, what is this? Like, I can't do this to myself.
I'm so embarrassed because that's exactly what mine is too. And I'm afraid to open up my Instagram in
Yeah.
front of people. But I'm like, I didn't choose for these to be here.
It's just what I interact with. I'm a human being. Like, it is what it is.
You know when you're doom scrolling, you know, and you realize an hour has turned into 3 hours.
Right?
I mean, how is the boobs not going to keep, like, if you already can't keep yourself from looking at people driving the cars in car accidents, then boobs come up. The device knows where your eyes are looking, you know?
I think
They're just going to send you more of that stuff.
yeah. I think you just have to lock in and control yourself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, to a girl, I think it's really scary that there's
Really?
just so many women out there who can make real money and a
Yeah.
following and get so much credit online just by doing this.
It's tempting.
And it's tempting. And they can also meet a bunch of guys doing that too. You know, a girl posts a
Yeah.
photo of themselves online. She'll get hit up by like 50 guys. I talked this one girl who's pretty hot.
Yeah.
She posts photos of herself online, gets a bunch of followers. She was like, yeah. She said, I probably get about 60 DMs a month. Can you even...
That's dangerous.
Dude.
One of them's a stalker. If 60 people DM you, one of them is looking through your window.
For sure.
Yeah.
But like, here's
And
the
it's
thing,
me, and
though.
I'm sorry.
If you had 60 women DMing you right now, how would that rewire your brain?
Well, first of all, I'll be trying to figure out how to get to 60 windows at once. You know,
Okay.
I would go, how can I look at all of these windows and creep them out even more?
Yeah.
No, but I think it would rewrite. Dude, I'd be such a narcissist. And this is my point with all this. Guys will go, oh, this OnlyFans is debaucherous. But you know, if it was the other way around and dudes, like women were like, I'll pay for dudes' nudes.
We'd be the same.
There would be senators that have it. They'd be like, subscribe to my OnlyFans. You know?
I think we would just turn, if it was flipped completely like that, we would just turn into girls. We would be like, you have to pay for me. You have to fly me out. I have so many other options. Throw money at me. Because at this point, this is the only difference.
So would that mean that women would start beating on men?
Beating on, what do you mean?
Well, because like the only difference is like we still have the physical prowess and whatnot, and there's still like the domestic violence, like about men.
Oh, so you're adding in that element.
So they don't have the sexual power anymore, and then there's still the fear of the domestic violence. Like that's just the weirdest combination.
Well,
I can
basically,
think of.
in this scenario, they are more attracted to us.
Then they are scared of us.
I think we could still be scary in this scenario, but I think we men have to be less innately attracted to women.
You would think so. Yeah.
I think the way men work is that when we see a woman without any concept of her personality or who she is as a person, we're like, she's hot and I want that woman. You know what I mean? Regardless. That happens to men a lot more than it happens to women.
Right.
There are very attractive men that women go, oh my God, I love that guy.
Yeah.
That happens, but I think measurably less.
And he's like, but you're not really an Arizona Cardinals fan.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like a deal break for me. And plus, I don't know if you know this, but I really hate black eyeshadow.
Yeah.
And she was wearing black eyeshadow.
Exactly. If we started doing that shit and then you had 60 girls in your DMs, I think eventually you would start turning into a girl where you'd be like, well, buy me something. You know, take me out on a date.
But she's never seen iCarly. I mean, I don't like the show, but it's weird that she's never seen it, you know?
Did you watch iCarly?
I loved iCarly.
Really?
Oh, yeah, dude. I have sisters, and all of my cousins were girls. So, like, a lot of my interests as a kid were, like, chick things.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, dude.
I had one sister. I had to watch Disney Channel.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't really like it particularly.
Really?
But we had a 1-to-1 ratio. You said you had two sisters?
I had two sisters.
Yeah, so they overwhelmed you.
Yes, they did. But I also I have a set of cousins that I was very close with also because I was like always over at my grandparents' house and they were always over there too because their dad was a farmer and my dad was a farmer, you know.
Yeah.
So it was the girl was actually in my class and then there was a girl that was in a grade above my little sister and then they had a boy who was young and autistic, so he wasn't even really a boy, he was just an autistic child.
Right.
You know. And so we would play house and stuff. And I was always the husband because I was the only dude. And so I had, quote unquote, married all of my relatives.
Yeah.
And it was something that innocent kids would do, you know. But we would play house and we would do arts and crafts. And I just never had any male time unless I was in the garage watching my uncles yell at each other about mechanicking, you know.
Did you not like that?
Oh, I loved it.
Oh,
I was
nice.
like, I want to be a mechanic like my uncles.
Yeah.
How do I yell?
Why didn't you do it?
Well, they would never teach me anything is a problem.
Oh, why didn't they do that?
I don't know. It's
You
very
think they'd be happy to do that?
again, really weird. I'm the only male in my family that has an interest in farming, but the problem is farming makes no money. And the other problem is they never taught me how to do anything, and I wanted to be like them, so I would go like, oh, well, I'm just going to do this by myself, and I don't know what I'm doing. So, like, I caught 2 trucks on fire because I didn't know what I was doing. My uncle, first time I learned how to drive was 14. First time I ever drove a car, I was fresh off being 14. I was basically 13, you know.
Shit.
And he put me in this old 57 utility, 57 Chevy. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was red. It was kind of a relic. And my grandpa loved it. He went to Washington. He went all over the country with it all the time, you know. And it was just a utility truck for him now. And my uncle comes by and goes, I'm going to put it in low, and you just drive it to the end of the field. Just don't go very fast. Well, I heard don't go very fast. So I put the foot down on the pedal, and it's a bumpy field. They just dissed it. So I'm like going, and I'm like, well, this is extremely slow. This isn't quite not fast. You know? So I was like, And before I know it, I'm revving like 6,000 RPMs on low, maybe going 5 miles an hour. Not even that, probably. And before I know it, I'm seeing smoke out the hood, you know, and I'm like, what the hell? Oh my God, it's smoking. Oh my God, like out of nowhere. Because I was flooring it. I didn't know you weren't supposed to floor it, you know? And so instead of him being like, hey, watch your RPMs, you know, don't let it get above this. He was just like, put it in low, drive it over there, don't go fast.
And
So
at that point, they were like, you can't be a farmer.
well, that was the start of it, really.
They were like, we don't want you to be a farmer, dude.
There was another time, so like I did woodworking a lot, and my excuse me, my grandpa taught me how to do it, but he never really taught me how to use the machines. Like he would turn them on, and I would then use them. I knew how to use a wood lathe, but like I didn't know how to turn on the saw or anything. And there was this big electrical box, right? And I always remember seeing when my uncle wanted to use the buzz saw, he would go up there, he'd press a button, flip a lever. So I was like, they're not here. That's not a hard thing. Press a button, flip a lever. So I press the button, I flip a lever, I go to turn the thing, it doesn't work. I'm like, crap, what the heck? And then I turn around, there's a fire right behind me. Because what it was, and I didn't know this at the time because nobody bothered to explain it to me, they had a 3-phase motor. And there's a starter that had to slowly send juice to it. So you have to hold the button down for a certain amount of time. And then it starts it slowly. It doesn't just send all the juice to it. And
Did you just burn the place down?
oh, it was close. It was really close. And that motor's $1,000 too.
Oh,
And it was one of those. It was one of those mess ups that was so bad that, like, whenever I presented it to them, they were just like, no screaming, no yelling, no nothing. They're like, all right, well, you put the fire out. Okay.
That's crazy.
Like, and I was ready for
we're
it.
not upset. We're disappointed.
Not even that. It was just like, well, we expected this was going to happen sometime.
Dang.
And the second truck was completely not my fault at all because this is the second time I ever drove a vehicle. So this was
First time you ruined it in the field.
It was 14. Second time was 15.
Yeah.
Right. Took a whole year for them to then trust me again.
Right.
And it was the new service truck, and it was a white Ford. And so basically, I think it was a Ford F-350. I can't quite remember. But we were, I was like watching the RPMs, like this is my moment to shine, you know, just do everything right. I kept that thing right at 2.5, 2,500 RPMs. And I was watching, I was like, yeah, it's a hot summer day. Hot summer day. It's got to be at least 100 degrees in Missouri. Record highs. And all of a sudden, this fucking thing starts smoking again.
Oh.
And I'm going, no, this can't be happening again. What did I do wrong this time? Well, it had an oil leak. And I don't remember exactly how the fire got started.
Did anyone tell you to drive this thing?
Yeah, it was my uncle. Like I was like,
but he knew it had an oil leak.
Yeah, they all knew it had an oil leak.
Then why did they tell you to do it?
Well, because all cars have oil leaks, you know, and it.
No.
Yeah, all cars have oil leaks, but
What?
it doesn't like. There's nothing that I could have done. It was just a freak thing that happens sometimes, you know, like some hay bales burst and explode, you know. But basically, what had happened was I was like a backup quarterback waiting for my spot, and he said, "You're in," and I went in there, and then I fumbled the ball.
You fumbled the ball.
I fumbled the ball and threw a pick six.
But
at
you're
the same
saying
time.
it was
That's what I felt. But
it was unfumble. It was impossible to not fumble that ball.
I would say it was just a freak thing. Anybody who was driving it would have
had that.
Yeah.
It just happened to be you.
But my uncle, that wasn't good enough for him. So he reamed me out and was like, this always happens with him and always just like his Uncle Don. And I was like, no, don't compare me to Uncle
What's
Don.
wrong with Don?
Great Uncle Don. They just don't like him.
Really?
They're just not fans of him.
Oh.
Well, there's a whole other story I don't want to tell. I'll tell you. Who gives a fuck? My grandpa got sued for the farmland because he's the youngest and he has 4 other siblings. And so whenever his dad died, he was just like, oh, well, all this land is mine because I'm the only farmer. And they were like, no, we were his kids. We deserve a share.
Oh, so
and he was
people
like,
came out of the woodwork. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, fuck you guys.
That always happens, though.
Yeah. But so they compared me to Don. And my grandpa had my back. And he was like, it would have happened to anybody, you know. But he was a very honest man because whenever I did fuck up, he would say that I fucked up. But were things that weren't my fault.
Did you fuck up a lot?
Yeah, I did fuck up a lot.
Why do you think?
They never taught me anything, and I just had to assume on my own.
You're not taking responsibility.
Well, listen, there's only so much that I can learn, right? If you
Hey, I'm gonna side with these guys real quick.
Well, listen,
take some fucking responsibility.
Okay, well, maybe tell a 15-year-old how to do it.
Yeah.
Don't just be like, just
well,
go
like
figure
already
it out.
like throwing you a curbside when you're 15 is kind of crazy.
Yeah, just kind of throwing me.
Do you feel like you didn't have any talent for any of this stuff?
Well, the problem is I didn't have the autism that they had. My uncle Dwayne, this is why he's so frustrated about it, is when he was 12 years old, he could take apart a car engine and put it back together from memory,
Yeah, but he must have been doing that when he was 11.
No, he was just like...
That's bullshit.
He was reading shop manuals.
Okay, well, he was doing something.
Yeah, but I mean, he was reading shop...
So what
Have
were
you ever
you
read
doing?
a shop manual?
What were you doing?
I was playing house with my fucking girl
Yeah,
cousins.
so you were watching iCarly and playing house.
Yeah, okay, well, this is
And
not
then
my
they're
fault. You are not going to sit here and tell me this is my fault, all
I'm
right?
not telling you it's your fault. I'm saying that it makes sense.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I'm saying like these two drunk guys playing mechanic in the garage never
weren't
helped you out.
Well, you got to
Or they
teach your
weren't drunk.
kids. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? You got to teach your kids.
Yeah,
you know?
so okay.
All he would have had to do is say, "Hey, if don't touch this button. Anytime you want to use it, let me know, and I'll do it for you." And instead, he was just like, "Bleh."
Yeah,
Or-
but you're also 15 or 14.
yeah.
So it's also like maybe just don't touch that fucking button.
But I was also using the stuff all the time, So it's like, if they should have just let me know what the rules were, I guess. And especially with the driving thing, that was on him too.
Is this why you left?
Not quite. I mean, I don't know. It might be a little bit.
Maybe a little bit of that, dude.
It might be a little. I mean, I still would farm, but I don't want to ruin my family business,
Yeah.
And this happened. I still work on my car and stuff, and so I had 2 CV axles go out.
C actuals? What is that?
A CV axle is essentially the thing in a car that when you are turning or whatever, it's a constant velocity axle is what it's called, right? And so when you're turning, right, you've got one turning at an outside radius and one turning at an inside radius. And so if they turn at the same rate, this one's going to skip or whatever. So it adds constant velocity to the tire as you're turning.
Okay.
And it also, the way they make it or whatever, whenever it goes bad, that's where your wheels will start to wobble a lot of times when you accelerate. So you're pressing the acceleration, and that adds a wobble to it. It's doing this instead of turning like this. It's turning over itself.
I got
Causes
you.
a wobble in the wheel. And so that's what I had to replace them because they go out sometimes, The boots leak oil, and then they get too loose, and they wear down.
And this is why you left.
Well, no, this isn't why I left, but this is a reason why I don't think I could be a farmer, is because I was calling my dad.
This is one of your 13 reasons why, right?
Yeah, amen, brother. 13. But I was calling my dad, and man, he was trying his hardest to be like helpful, but he was just like, he couldn't understand how I don't
Understand.
Yeah. I was like, Dad, I've never done this before. I know, like, it goes into, he's like, you got to apply pressure to it. I was like, I'm applying pressure. I don't know why it's not going into the transmission. He goes, you got to take it out. You got to put it in backwards, and you got to hit it with the hammer. And I was like, but there's no room for it. He's like, Like I could feel him inside having having to take a shit or something like that. And he was being told no. He was being told no. You hold that shit inside by me. And I was like, yeah. So it's just stuff like that they don't want to have to explain because it comes so naturally to them. So I guess to answer your question,
No, I don't think it comes naturally to them. I'm going to defend you now. I think what's going on is they grew up and they had to do this stuff all the time to live.
well, yeah,
And then you grew up in a generation that didn't really have to do this stuff to live.
yeah.
So then they're looking at you like, how do you not just do this stuff to live? And you're like, I don't know, dude. Fucking iCarly rocks though.
Yeah.
And they don't get that.
Well,
And then they ostracized you. And then you were like, fuck that. I'm going to Austin, Texas.
I'm gonna go play rugby and play baseball, and comedy was an afterthought, really.
Right. But rugby and baseball, I mean, those are two very manly hobbies.
Yeah, I probably do like to do manly stuff just so I can feel like my uncles. But deep down, I'm a little girl.
Think so?
Deep inside my soul,
What's your deep down little girl thing
I
that you
love
do?
show tunes.
Really?
No, but I mean, but I do.
I was like, are you serious?
I was in theater in high school. You know?
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of gay.
And my dad, I had some friends. Some of my best friends were.
That's the coolest gay, though.
Yeah, that's
Go
the
ahead.
coolest gay. But some of my best friends were on the cheerleading squad when I was in high school, and I was like, I'll do that.
Also,
with you guys.
not gay. I don't think that one's gay. A lot of the guys I knew on the cheerleading squad were actually exceptionally straight.
Oh yeah, dude. My buddy Kyle, he's 5'7" and just the
Yeah.
women. I don't know what
He
it
was
is.
cleaning up.
Cleaning up, man. It's crazy. He's also in the Navy right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's working with.
Damn, went the
bombs.
other way. That
Well,
is kind of gay.
Yeah. I
The
know.
Navy is gayer than
Listen, he used to go.
cheerleader.
I don't know. He might be a little gay because he used to in high school. In high school, he used to go to the swimming pool with a Speedo. You know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He might be just like, you ever meet a guy who's just so hypersexual in both directions? That might be what his deal is. He's just looking to fuck.
Yeah. The thing is like, and I don't even know how to say this in a way that's funny. The brother had a hog on him too.
Oh, really?
There was no shame.
That's why he's wearing a
There
Speedo.
was no shame to
That's
be.
what he is. That's what he's
Yeah.
doing. You don't wear a Speedo and just be like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you're
It
like,
was
I
worth
got,
showing off.
yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Like not trying to be weird about it.
If
but
I feel like I have a very medium hog, but I mean, if I had a fucking Goliath down there, yeah, I'd be wearing a Speedo.
the problem is women are too polite, so you never know if they're just being honest. If they're just like, yeah, no woman's ever been like, wasn't good enough.
Wasn't that good?
Because they don't want to get punched in the face by some random guy.
I think you would know, though. I
I
think
think you would tell.
I think you could tell if you get into
Listen.
the woman and she's like, yeah, or just we've all seen porn.
Yeah,
You're probably looking at everybody else's stuff and going, damn, dude.
yeah. You know, the thing is, I'm a very hard worker. But one of my favorite jokes from people in Austin, Nick Cox has this joke about how when he was a kid, he used to watch porn, you know, like
Yeah.
we all do, and he would see how they had such big schlongs, and instead of being like, "Oh my God, I have a small penis," he was like, "Mine's gonna look like that someday." And I thought that's
Optimistic.
yeah, like he just thought he would grow into it.
That's
you know?
funny.
I always thought that was the.
But there
really-
had to have been an age when he's watching it and he's just like, fuck.
Man, are all these guys 37? Because I'm 36 right now.
I know him as a 35-year-old, like, grow into it.
Gonna happen sometime.
Any day now,
Yeah.
brother.
My growth plate in my penis ain't done yet.
Yeah. I've been
But-
eating all my veggies just for
Yeah.
my cock.
But I definitely have messed up a lot. My dad had this whole philosophy of where I would work on the farm, and he was like, "If you actually want to do it, then you'll show up." You know. Problem is, I was a dumb kid who wanted. You know, I was very impulsive, right? And so whenever he was like, "Yep, we're gonna be at work tomorrow," you show up. I would show up at noon because I was dumb and impulsive. And he was never like, "You need to be here on time" or anything. And look, that's all on me. Obviously, I should have been more like astute. But I also didn't understand the ramifications of what I was doing, because the very next summer he was like, "You need to get a real job," and I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "Because you didn't show up last year." I was like, "Well, if you would have told me that was the consequence, I would have been there," you know. And so
Sounds like you're pushing off more responsibility,
listen,
brother.
I probably am. Okay, because I should.
Sounds like you're pushing off a lot of responsibility.
The thing is, you're right. You're 100% right.
Right.
But also, I know that if I had a son, this is what I'm thinking about. If I'm having a son, I'm gonna understand that he's a dumb idiot. You know?
Right.
And I'm like, if your kid wants to get into something stupid when they're a kid or whatever, I feel like it's a parent's. Like if your kid's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna smoke weed until 4 a.m. every day," and you're like, "Well, wait till you go to college, and then that doesn't gonna work out, and you have a debilitating addiction." You know, you would instead go, "No, that's not okay. I see the path this is going down. You're just too young to realize that this is a bad
But
thing."
what's the better option, you think?
Better option is to beat their fucking ass.
You think so?
I'm saying get that belt out and beat. You weren't on working time. Blam, blam,
I
blam,
feel like a
blam.
good option might just be like, well, just see how that works out for you then.
Well, that's kind of what my dad did. And look at me. I have $2,000 to my name, and I'm doing comedy.
So you think you should have whooped your ass?
I think I should have been beat a little bit, but
But there are plenty of people who get beat to do shit and then they just disappear and they go off on their own, and then they just smoke weed in a circle alone.
And then I'd be sitting here going, my daddy used to beat me.
Yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden you'd be back where you started.
I like this perspective to think that I was always going to end up here, regardless of what happened.
I like the idea of like you don't really know, but at the end of the day, it could have just been. But I feel the same way with my parents. So like my parents, I feel like were too strict.
Yeah.
And they're like, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this. And I'm always like, it would have been nice for them to be a little bit, more laid back. But then I think if they were more laid back, I don't think
True.
anything really different maybe would have happened. I don't know.
It's hard to tell, like I wish we had the click button on Adam Sandler's movie Click.
To go back and see what world would have been like.
Yeah.
That movie was scary though. Butterfly Effect.
Yeah.
Remember that?
It's a good time, that Butterfly Effect.
But you never seen Butterfly Effect?
Oh, I know about it.
Yeah. He goes back and changes shit, and then he goes back to the future, and he's like, oh, shit, this sucks. And then he'll go back, change shit. You unzipped?
Yeah, it was a little unzipped.
Oh, yeah?
Continue your story.
Yeah, dude, you're just posted, dude.
Yeah, I'm very comfortable right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's cognitive dissonance in my brain too, because like I know that it was my fault because I was the one that didn't show up. So I was the one that fucked up, and I was the one that didn't take the time to read the shop manuals and learn on my own and stuff like that.
Because you didn't care.
Because it was weird.
Do you actually care?
All I wanted to do when I was a kid was be just like my uncles. Because when I say they're like savants, I mean they were literally savants. I already told you about the one that could put together a car engine. I had another uncle who didn't become a farmer, but when he was in high school, he was an all-state recognized academic bowl. And even whenever I went to high school, I had a teacher that had him as well because he was the youngest in the family. So we had the same high school biology teacher, and he would go, Hartley, are you Doug's? Are you related to Doug Hartley? And I said, yeah, that's my uncle. He goes, Doug is the only kid that never had to take notes in my class and still got an A. And so I would hear stuff like that all the time. Or what was worse,
like the whole town is sucking this guy's dick, dude.
Well, what was worse is my dad was a great athlete, and I figured that out because, the first instance was whenever. This is a long story. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to make it short for you.
You're good.
But right after he had got divorced with my mom, right?
All right.
We were sitting in his single cab F-250, 1988 Ford, right?
Right.
And he'd parked it on a hill. He thought he put it in first. That's what you do with stick shifts, And either I kicked the thing into neutral or something happened where he got out of the truck, and that truck with his 3 children was started rolling down a hill.
You have bad experience with trucks.
Listen, man, yeah, a little bit. But I saw in the rearview mirror my dad just hauling ass fast, real fast down there. And thank God the window was down because he just kind of like caught up with the truck, jumped in, right hand on the brake, and I'm laughing, having a great time. My sisters are bawling and crying,
That's crazy.
And Morgan at the time was maybe 2, so this is probably 2 years after they got divorced or whatever. But that was my first of like, oh, Dad's an athlete, And then I would go to high school basketball games
because he stopped the car from crashing.
Well, the speed he was moving at.
How fast?
Dude, fast.
Like a cheetah?
Like crazy fast. I can't even describe it.
Let's call your dad right now. What animal does he want to be?
Dad,
He's like, I want to be a cheetah too.
I actually have never done that. I see comedians do that all the time on the pod. Like, I'm gonna call my dad. I don't think I'm at that level where I can do that.
With your dad or in comedy?
I think a little bit of both. A little bit of both, But
if I call my dad right now and try to do any sort of sketch bit, anything with him, he'd be like, get the fuck out of here. You would just hang up the phone.
And that's the fear I have. I don't want that to happen.
My dad does not play like that at all.
Yeah. The problem is whenever I would go to high school basketball games, people that went to school with him would come up to me because I looked just like my dad. And they would say, I'm like 12, 13. They go, are you Dan Hartley's boy? And I was like, yeah. Your dad was a hell of an athlete.
Really?
Not even me asking or anything. I did.
Do you hate that?
No, I don't. I loved it. I loved
feel like I would
everything
hate
about
that.
it.
That'd be annoying.
The only thing I hated about it was Dad would never tell me any of his stories. I always heard all
you got no dad lore?
I do have dad lore, but it's only because this is what I used to do, right? Because he wouldn't tell me anything. I would then look for those guys at basketball games, and I would try to like bait him in, where I'd be like, yes, I am Dan Hartley's boy. And I have a question for you. I heard a guy tell me this one time, there was this guy named Larry Hawks that played quarterback and he played running back, And the only thing I ever got on my dad was that he was pissed that he would run the ball all the way down the field. They would stop at like the 2-yard line. Then they'd give it to Larry for the touchdown.
Fucking Larry.
So he had this whole thing about Larry. And Larry played shortstop and he played third base, but my dad was really a shortstop. And Larry went on to play AAA baseball with, I forget what team it was. I think it was with the White Sox organization. And so then I would ask them questions about that. And I would go, well, what's this story between him and Larry? And then one guy goes, well, I do know back in the day when we just got the gym or whatever, equipment was new, he and your father, meaning Larry and my father, would put all the weights they could on and just do as many reps until they were tired for squats. And then, obviously we have more weights now, but there's just a bunch of stories like that. I asked a guy once, I was like, how fast do you think my dad ran a 40?
That would bother the fuck out of me.
Oh, I loved it.
Really?
I was like putting pieces together, and Dad would never tell me
I
shit.
would hate that. I'd be like, I'm my own man. I don't need to fucking hear what my dad is and how good he was. And...
See, that comes. Your parents are together, right?
Yeah.
When you grow up in a divorced family, half of what you're interested in is how it all happened, And I remember.
Are you interested in that?
Oh yeah, we've got it figured out now.
Like the family history?
Maybe not the family history, but like the nuclear family history.
You know who cares a lot of my family is my sister. She's always asking my dad, like, she gave him a journal one year for Christmas,
Yeah.
like, write, like, the things that you did, and, like,
Yuck.
we want to know. I know, and my dad was like, what the fuck? No.
Gay shit.
Because my dad will randomly just pop out of, like, a random story, and he's like, yeah, I actually saw one of these when I was living in Sweden when I was, like, 16, and we're like,
that's the good stuff.
fuck are you talking about, Sweden?
When did you go to Sweden? Yeah.
We would hear that all the time. Just dad being like, what the hell? But I don't actually care is the thing. Sorry, Dad. But I don't actually care. It doesn't affect. I'm interested. If we're having a conversation and he told me, I'd be like, yeah, okay. I'm interested. But if to just have that knowledge, don't. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
No, I know what you're saying. And I can only understand it because you don't have this great rift in the middle of your childhood that you don't understand what happened,
Well, how bad was the divorce?
Oh, it was so bad that the first time I saw my parents in the same room who lived in the same town was when I was 19. And I didn't even realize I'd never seen it because my dad had come by to pick up my stuff in a horse trailer.
They hate each other?
Oh, yeah. They'd pick it up in a horse
fucked
trailer
up?
to take it up to my college. And he got out of the truck and my mom was sitting there and I was like, oh, my God. I've never seen these two in the same room.
Did you say something?
No, that'd be stupid.
Why? Who fucked up? What was the divorce about?
Well, I don't know how much of that I want to say because I don't want to embarrass my father,
I mean,
But all I know is that we pieced it together from...
I'm not going to lie. You kind of gave it up right there.
Yeah, it's kind of Papa's fault, But what are you going to do? I don't think he wanted to be in it anyways, The thing is... and I need everyone to know this, is I idolize my dad. I love my dad a lot.
I can tell.
view very highly of him, right?
Yeah.
But there's a theme that you see in movies sometimes and in philosophy that I like a lot, which is called the death of the father.
Okay.
And it's essentially the idea that when you're a boy, your father is a god.
But then one day he dies to you.
Well, no.
Not physically.
No, not quite. It's, your father is a god, so to speak, little g. And then you grow up only to realize that your father is just a man.
Right.
And then when you grow up even farther, you realize that your father is just a kid, just like you. And it's this kind of shattering of the walls that happens slowly over time.
What stage are you at?
My father's just a kid,
Really?
He's a kid like the rest of us.
I feel like my dad's a man.
Well, just wait.
Maybe one day.
Wait until he's old and he's realizing that time is out, and he'll be like telling you stories about.
Yeah, my dad's 71. He's pretty damn old.
Oh.
How old's your dad?
Yikes. Your dad's 71?
Yeah, he's old as fuck. Yeah.
Your dad might be a man. I don't know.
Yeah, my dad's a man, dude.
My dad's like 55.
55?
Well, the thing is, I think
that's probably why, is that you can relate more with your dad because he's closer to your age.
A little bit.
I
yeah.
still look at my dad and I'm like, that's the elder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's he's the fucking elder.
Oh yeah. So earlier when you were talking, your dad missed Vietnam. I should have put that together.
Yeah. He's old.
Yeah.
He's an old dude.
Son of a biscuit.
Son of a biscuit.
I'll be damned.
How many people lived in this town?
The town I grew up in?
Yeah.
About 1,800. So I graduated with 42 kids, you know? Yeah, it's small.
1,800's crazy, dude.
We used to do a lot of weird stuff. Mainly what we would do is
cow tipping a thing?
Nah, not really. I mean, I never did it. It's also, I'm assuming, pretty hard.
Yeah, I don't know what people could even do with that.
Yeah, also cows are, I mean, it would move. You know what I mean? Like if you go to push it on the side, it would be like, why? They don't really like humans that much.
Yeah. I see a lot of videos of people playing music for cows.
Yeah. Some cows like humans, but
yeah.
But yeah, 42 kids. We used to go to just me and my friends, we'd go to abandoned mines, not even abandoned mines, some of them were still operable. And we would just walk around at night.
In the mines?
Yeah, just walk around.
That's crazy.
We would just make our own fun, you know.
Are most everybody still in that town from your college?
A lot of them were from my high school.
Yeah.
A lot of them moved on. You know, I have some classmates that are actually doing great stuff.
Yeah.
Like my classmate Jaron Richmond is like a coach at some big college for basketball. It's pretty cool. And he's my age, so that's like really impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I had, I'm trying to think of who else is doing really cool stuff. Well, Kyle's in the Navy and doing like higher up Navy stuff, not just like infantry shit or entry level stuff. My buddy Brandon, who's actually a grade younger than me, when he was 21, became a city planner for a pretty big city. It's a big deal.
That's kind of cool.
I'm trying to think of who else is doing
There's probably a lot of cool perks that being in a really small class like that, just to be able to know everybody. Was there only one hot chick in the entire school?
Nah, I don't think so.
It was like 3?
It was a good number, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I always thought so. You know?
Wow. 42 kids.
Yeah.
There was like 3 hot ones, 4 hot ones?
Yeah, but so, I mean, the grade below me had 60 kids, and the grade above me had like 80.
Okay, so you're looking...
The high school had 250 kids or something in it.
So 250 kids, half is 125. It's 125 girls. Yeah, you're going to get like maybe...
Yeah.
There's probably going to be like 10, 15 hot ones.
I mean, but it was also small enough to where you would have seniors dating freshmen, which is always really weird.
That's super weird.
Yeah, and it was the other way around too.
crazy.
Girls, senior girls dating freshman men, too.
That's so weird.
It was really weird.
That's super weird.
Yeah,
That whole age is just...
they should all be shot. Yeah,
That whole age is so weird. Like, I remember being in middle school and I was a boy. Like, I was a little boy. And there were girls that were fully developed by the same age as me.
yikes!
And I'm like, that's crazy.
It's a weird age.
It's a very weird age, you know?
I wouldn't go back. Sometimes people miss high school. I don't miss it.
I don't miss it at all.
bit.
I fucking hated high school. This is probably one of the best times of my life.
Really?
Yeah, you don't think so?
Well, I played a professional sport at one point. I enjoyed that a lot.
Oh, really?
You know, I think I peaked. It's all over for me.
Really?
Yeah, it's all. I'm getting fat now.
Oh, man.
Look at this. Can I show the camera my belly?
Yeah, get in there.
Look at that. I've never had this in my life. You see this?
You can't step it back up and then just be like an intramural.
No, I need someone to stand over top of me and be like, "Go work." Same thing with my dad in the past.
Why not still play rugby? There's rugby teams in Austin.
Well, the thing is, they're not like the level I was playing at, and
They're worse?
I tried. Yeah, I mean, I tried to go back. They're better than me is the problem.
Oh, they are?
And I tried to go back and be like, let me get back into rugby, and I realized I'm worse than I ever was, and I'm definitely not.
Then
good enough
drop
to
a
play on
league a
this
bit
team.
and just kind of suck a bit.
I just can't. The game isn't even fun at that level.
It isn't?
It's not. It's like because what I liked about it was the strategy of it and the high speed of it. But it's just all. You ever watch T-ball? and you see a kid throw the ball way over, and there's a kid digging in the dirt and stuff like that, and you're like, this isn't even baseball.
Oh, it's just
It's like minor mistakes that ruin the game.
yeah.
You got guys
but you
dropping
gotta fight
balls.
through that.
Nah, I don't.
That's the open mic, dude, right there. That's a fucking open mic.
Well, I don't. I'm not. That's not what I want to do with my life anymore. You know.
Well, it's better to start at the ground level and move up than it is to just sit around and get fat, right?
I've also got these bum ass knees too.
Oh, you bummed Lee?
Yeah.
Does it look bad?
No. I got a knee, my right knee every once in a while, probably about twice a year. I'll wake up and it's dislocated, you know, and I put it back in.
What are you doing in your sleep? Fucking
sometimes
kicking something behind you? Charlie horsing?
I don't know. I'm asleep when I do it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
you ever sleepwalk?
Oh yeah, I sleepwalk.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Not as much anymore.
Like you would get up and walk around?
Oh yeah.
What would you do?
I don't know, because whenever I just remember my sister telling me that I sleepwalk. It's probably nothing insane. It was mainly me catching my sister sleepwalking, because she sleepwalks a lot. And when we were younger, she would like be out in the garage, you know, like
that's scary,
swinging a softball bat or something.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, it was really weird. And they say you're not supposed to really wake them up out of it.
That's
bad
bullshit,
for 'em.
right?
I think it's bullshit.
I think you're supposed to fucking tackle them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposed to tackle them, pour bleach down their throat, cure them of their sin.
Just human centipede them.
Yeah. Ooh, yikes.
Yeah.
Not my baby sister.
Not to say us. Dude, you ever damn, so you were sleepwalking. That's kind of cool.
I sleepwalk sometimes.
Ooh.
But anyways, to finish my dad's shit. Can I finish my dad's shit?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the dad lore or whatever, I would piece together from all these other people, and eventually I had like a whole story figured out, which he was supposed to go. He had gotten the same scholarship to go play at UCM as Larry Hawks did, but he was so pissed off at being second fiddle to Larry Hawks.
Second fiddle?
Yeah, you know second fiddle, don't you?
Like
second place.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't know what second fiddle means?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, well, I guess I'm just a country song baby.
I guess it means, like second chair to like in like an orchestra. Yeah.
That's what it literally means. But he turned it down because and he also wanted to go to the same college his brother went to, but he turned it down just because he didn't want to play second fiddle. And then also, you know, they would talk about the very first time the high school football team went to the semifinals was because of my dad and Larry Hawks. And they he had a coach named Dennis Woody that is now a head scout for some MLB team.
Right.
And he coached him and Larry Hawks up to be some fine baseball players. And they could just tip it around the diamond. They were both so fast, you know. Just all these kind of stories.
So you really do know the lore.
I do. I pieced it together after years and years of asking his buddies and other people, you know.
You ever go back?
Do what?
You ever go back?
Do at home?
Yeah.
All the time. Yeah. I don't walk around town and be like, hey, I'm back, you know.
Yeah.
I just go to my mom's house and go see my grandpa.
Yeah. You don't meet any old friends?
Sometimes if they're in town, you know. But do you never go back?
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, you're from Austin.
Yeah, I'm a local.
Well, I can't imagine.
All my parents live right down the street.
You're
For Christmas,
shitting.
I'm not buying a ticket. I just drive right over there.
You're shitting down my neck.
We
What?
all are Austinites.
What?
Yep, the nuclear family.
Do you ever ask your dad what Austin was like in the heyday?
No, because he didn't grow up here.
Oh,
We moved here when I was 10.
I see.
Yeah. But we were the only Americans. My rest of my family is Brazilian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brazilian.
Yeah.
I could sense a little spicy flair to you. So.
Dude, are you serious?
No.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Bitch.
Yeah, I got you on that one. I'm sorry. That was rude of me.
I know. I was like, oh my God, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said. Usually people go, you're definitely not Brazilian. And I'm like, no, I am. And then I have this whole thing and it's awkward.
See, the thing is, if I were to say, we got a little German in my blood, they go, I thought you were racist.
That's
you know?
crazy.
I go,
Little German's nuts. But Hartley is kind of a German name.
It's more English than it is German, but we definitely have some German in our bloods.
Yeah, a little German in you. A little Germ in you.
Yeah. You know what's funny? It used to be for a long time, I was like the second tallest person in my family
That's crazy.
on my dad's side.
Oh, you told me this the other day, actually.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I have an Uncle Dean who's taller than me, but taller than my dad, my grandpa, all my uncles.
Somebody had some kids that were tall as fuck?
Yeah, I think Ryan's my autistic cousin. Good guy, I love him to death.
Autistic tall guy?
Yeah, he's all right. He's not that tall. He's like an inch
ATG?
taller than me, maybe. But then also my little cousins, Josh, now are
Tall as fuck?
way taller than me now. Yeah.
Yeah, someone's eating good.
Yeah. That was the weird thing is I hadn't seen them in a while, and I always remember them being my little cousins. Then I come back, and he's like driving a car.
Yeah.
I'm like, not on my watch.
Yeah, I don't like that. My cousins all have kids now.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like that at all.
We're old, dude.
Yeah.
How old are you?
31.
I'm 26, about to be 27.
You're not old, bro. You're not old, brother.
Everyone always tells me that.
Dude, I don't feel old, and I'm 31, and
You
people
don't feel
tell me I'm old.
We are the opposite person, you know?
You think so?
Yeah, dude. You're like, everything you think about your family is the opposite of what I think. And then you're also like, I'm young and spry.
I think I feel pretty good. I think I feel good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if your dad is 71, you're like, I got time to have kids.
Honestly, that is a huge thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel any pressure to have kids. I feel like I got another good 9 years before I even need to worry about that. I feel like a man peaks in his 40s.
Yeah, I like that idea. I think that's how you should think.
I feel like, I think the best stuff's ahead of me, to be honest.
Yeah, give me some of that perspective.
Well, because you're sitting here and you're like, well, my body is getting
I'm
fatter and I'm falling apart. And I'm like,
My
come
knees
on,
hurt.
man.
My back hurts.
You're good, dude. You're fine.
I'm dying.
No, you're good. You're good, brother.
You know, I used to be fast.
Yeah?
Oh,
Like
I
a
used to
cheetah?
be fast. Back in the day, I was fast, man.
Yeah?
I was so fast.
You're running quick?
Whew.
You're
I was-
spry?
I was so fast that every time I joined a new rugby team, which I joined a lot of them because I wasn't that good,
Did you get pussy in high school in rugby?
we didn't have high school in rugby. I didn't know what rugby was until I went to college.
Oh, really?
You know, and then, well, that's a whole story on its own. But every team I would go to, the best part was when after the first practice, black guys would come up to me and be like, "You're really fast for a white guy."
Really?
And that shit is heroin in my veins.
Oh, my God.
I pity anybody who's never had a black guy say that to me.
That feels really good.
Oh my God! Just imagine it. Imagine you huffing and
I
puffing.
couldn't imagine. No black person has ever said anything that amazing to me.
I remember being.
That sounds racist. They've said amazing things. What I mean is, I've never gotten a compliment quite like that one. We had a when I was in college, we had a roommate not a roommate. We had the guy that lived underneath us was a black guy. He was on the football team, and we always would like buy this guy shots whenever we go out and we see him out. We'd be like, "Yo, what's up, dude?" And one time he said, "Hey, you guys are all right," and he said it in like a really cool way. And then me and my buddy looked at each other and we were like, "That was cool. Mm-hmm. That was cool."
I'm gonna remember that one for years.
Yeah. That one's for me.
I can remember the first rugby team I was on was in college, obviously, and first practice I was pretty fast, and they were like, "Oh, well, we found our wing." You know, it's kind of like Harry Potter whenever he shows up.
Were you fast before?
Yeah, I was always fast in high school.
It's
you
like
know.
Harry Potter when he just like grabbed the snitch.
Yeah, and they're like,
because he was chasing
We
Malfoy.
found your seeker. You know?
And McGonagall's like, "You're coming with me," and then takes him
Yeah.
right to the coach.
I was at a bowling alley, and the guy recruited me. And the first practice, they're like, "You're staying on the team."
That's not what happened.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Are you serious? You were in a bowling alley?
I was at a bowling alley, and
Someone saw you hit a strike, and they were like, "Yo."
no, it's far less cool than that. I was at a bowling alley, and I had no friends 'cause I had just moved there, and this guy was like, "Oh, well, I'm on the rugby team. You come out to a practice. You come out to practice and join the team. You know."
Yeah.
And because the qualifications were pretty low,
Yeah.
but after the first practice, they're like, "Well, you can't quit now."
Oh, so he fucking army recruited you.
Pretty much, yeah.
Damn.
And I liked it too. I liked rugby, and the reason why I liked rugby was because
So they had to teach you the rules that first day.
oh, dude, I didn't know the rules for 8 games. I played 8 straight games, And it was me basically going, what do I do now? And they're like, just fucking go.
That's so funny that they had to just, and you were on the team.
Yeah.
And you didn't know the rules.
No idea. Never heard of them. But
That's actually so good.
It wasn't the highest bar because we always had a trouble like filling a team, because it was a college rugby team,
Oh my God.
But they were just like, he's fast, he doesn't know the rules, but that's not a problem.
Oh, that's like when soccer teams pick up
Yeah.
like sprinters, like
Pretty much.
like Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rugby teams do that too. They take NFL running backs and
So why were you fast?
so when I was in high school I was always fast, but I was 5 foot.
But what were you doing in high school?
I was playing football, I was playing all the sports,
okay.
played golf.
You don't got to be fast in golf.
But I was. Let me tell you.
You hit your ball on
Let
the
me
green
tell
and you
you.
fucking start sprinting to get over there and hit the
brother.
next shot.
I finished a round in 10 minutes, brother. You don't even. It
Hell
was
yeah.
112 shots, but I finished it.
Hell yeah, hell
But,
yeah.
No, anyways, so what was I talking about? I was talking about, what was I talking about? I was talking about something with rugby.
You were on
In high school.
high
right?
school. You played football.
Yeah, but I graduated high school at 5'5", 145 pounds maybe, soaking wet.
Fuck.
And then my first semester in college, I was at a different college, and I transferred to play baseball. So when I turned 19, I was 5'9", 175 pounds. And all that length and all that muscle or whatever, I just, out of nowhere, I was faster than a lot of people. Like in 1 6-month period, I was just speed demon. Because I was always fast, but I was too short to be fast. You
Like
know?
a cheetah.
Yeah, exactly. And then after I threw out my arm, pretty much, I didn't have to go to the hospital. But to this day, it still stings whenever I throw it.
Dude, you just you fucking kind of put your body through hell is what it sounds like.
Well, and the baseball one specifically was because we didn't have high school baseball. We had rec league baseball. So I played 8 games a summer, and I always loved baseball. It was my favorite sport for the longest time. And I had no chance of getting on a college team. I was terrible. But whenever I grew, I was now fast, and when I walked onto this junior college team, I threw 69 miles per hour. By the end of it,
Nice.
I had
So sick.
gained 11 miles per hour on my fastball, maybe 12 on a good day. I think I topped out at like 81 maybe once, which is not great. But I had put 11 miles per hour on my arm in a year, which you're not supposed to do.
Oh, so you fucked your shit up.
I think I fucked it up, yeah. And so then, and then after that was done, then I went to Missouri S&T to get an engineering degree, and that's where I got into rugby. And that's where like all the insecurities from being a high school football player whose dad was a legend, who never even, I don't think I started 1 game as a sophomore as a nose guard, because I was so small and quick.
Your dad was a legend, dude?
Yeah, a lot of people would come up to me and
Yeah, I
but
remember
the
they were
football
saying
coach
that.
I had in middle school. I remember I got the shit beat out of me during a middle school practice, which is hard to do in a middle school practice.
Right.
But I got the shit beat out of me, and I was crying because I grew up with women, and it was a little bit of a puss. And
Sounds like your sisters are the root of the whole problem.
you know what? That's a great point. I'm gonna give him a call.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but either way, this coach had said he said to me, I think his name was Bill Nye. He goes,
Stop it. You're lying about that.
It was Bill something.
Okay.
Oh, it was Coach Nye. I don't think his first name was Bill.
Oh, okay. Nice. That's pretty cool, though.
But either way, he'd come up to me and said, well, you'll be fine. You're just like your father,
Oh, wow.
And then I was never like my father in high school.
This sounds like everyone in this town was putting you on a pretty heavy pedestal.
When I was in 8th grade, that coach was, because not Bill, Coach Nye was old enough to coach my dad.
But everybody was putting you, even your uncles were putting you on a pedestal about the
Well,
machinery and the cars.
I think they put me, I don't think they ever thought I could do it. So I don't think that's putting me on a pedestal.
They
I think
doubted you.
I think it was more of like, I don't have the time to teach him, and honestly, I don't give 2 shits. But that's beside the point. So I was in loser in high school by my idea, just because of this idea I had of my father, And so then most of my college career was just trying to atone for that, I think is what it's called.
Mm.
And so that's why when I got into rugby, I got really into rugby because I was like, oh my God, I have a shot now.
Mm-hmm.
And I got so into it, and I was like, there's still no chance I'll ever do this pro. And then they created the MLR, which is in America, which is not hard to join, as far as professional sports are considered. And I got lucky twice because.
So you regret not joining the MLR?
No, I did join. That was the league I played.
Oh, really?
I was there for 3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, I just wasn't good enough. People always ask me that. Well, what happened? Like I messed up. I just was 5'9" and what? People forget that.
Are black guys playing rugby?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Really?
A lot of British guys too.
Yeah, a lot of Brits. Well, they have a lot of experience, and they definitely know the rules.
Mm-hmm. But they do. They know too many rules.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of the rules. Even whenever I got to the pros, I still didn't know half the shit they knew.
Yeah, I don't think. Sounds like you didn't care enough.
No, I did. It's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
More of it's like skill based than it is understanding the rules.
Right.
Because by that time I knew all the rules, but there's different, and by rules I mean schemes wise.
Right.
Like in middle school basketball, you're like, we'll just pass to the open man. And then high school basketball, it's like, yeah, but we're trying to set up a play. And then college basketball is even more in depth, and then professionals.
Right.
And
then in rugby, there's like a whole. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
And also, they put me in a position I'd never played because I was too small to play fly half like I did in college. And so like, we'll put you scrum half because you're fast.
What would you do today physically if you could get into any sport? You sound like a sporting man.
Oh, I miss it. I need something athletic.
You need something athletic to do.
What would I do if I could choose?
If you could choose, what about like
be any professional sport?
what about like racquetball?
Fuck that.
Why not?
That's gay.
No, it's not.
It's pretty stupid.
Racquetball's not gay.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Racquetball's for like rich guys who wear board shorts and goggles,
Yeah, with goggles. You've seen what's that movie I'm thinking of?
Dodgeball?
Along Came Polly.
Never seen it.
He also it's a guy wearing goggles and he plays racquetball. But racquetball's badass, dude. You fucking hit a ball against a wall, then hit it again, and hit it again, and hit it again.
It's no pickleball,
You're pickleballing?
I like pickleball.
Pickleball is gay. I'm gonna say that.
What?
Pickleball's gay.
The sport of the elderly?
You see that paddle? Gay.
Pretty gay.
A rubber ball against a wall, you think that's gay, but pickleball isn't gay. Pickleball's gay, my friend.
You know what's scarier than that?
What?
Rugby.
Nah, well,
Rugby's got that.
no padding and you're rubbing up on a dude.
And
Pretty
the ball
gay.
is very much like a testicle.
The
You ever
what?
seen the rugby ball?
Oh yeah, it's like a big sack looking thing.
Yeah,
It's like a football with cancer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But
It's like a
gay
football that
sports.
drank too much the night before.
Every football drinks too much the night before.
You what else would you play? Tennis?
I don't think I'd play
Straighter
tennis.
than pickleball.
Yeah, it's more gay.
You think tennis is more gay?
Yeah, dude. You ever watch those guys have a meltdown?
No.
That's pretty gay.
That's not gay.
Having a meltdown?
People on football fields have meltdowns. It's
Yeah,
not
but that's
gay.
because guys are hitting them in the face.
What about hockey?
Oh, I'd like to do hockey, but
Hockey, I feel like, is pretty demanding on your
Pretty
body,
yeah.
but not necessarily your knees or your arms.
it is a rough sport. I like that.
You're
It's
kind of
also-
just flying at people.
It's a cold weather sport.
Oh, you mentioned cold. Okay, what about you can't basketball? That's out.
No, I never liked it.
You can't football. That's out.
I could football.
You'd get fucked with your knee
I'm pretty fast.
pretty fast. Even with the knee?
Yeah, even with the knee, I'm fast.
Okay, okay, maybe football.
Let's do another one though, because that's obvious. What other sports are there? Not soccer. That's stupid.
But it needs to be a physical sport, right?
I like the physical ones. Jiu-jitsu.
Oh, fighting? Would you fight?
I think I'd get into fighting.
Fighting could be good. I feel like it would still fuck your knee up. Golf? You'd get back into golf.
Dude, I am into golf. I choose golf actually. That's
choose
what I
golf?
choose. Yeah.
I feel like it's not enough. I feel like you'd
It's
like
not.
to get in there and fucking get
They
crazy.
really put golf as a physical sport.
That is crazy. I don't like that golf is here.
Swimming's in there.
Have you ever seen competitive hide and go seek?
That shit's great.
Or competitive
That's
tag?
what I want to do. Competitive tag.
would
I've
be
made up my
fucking killer.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I'm
competitive
made
tag
for that,
guys.
dude.
What's that?
I'm made for that. That's my.
I think you would be pretty good at that. I think it would be pretty solid. Oh, lacrosse is another good one.
Not rich enough.
Is that a rich thing?
Oh yeah, lacrosse is a rich guy sport.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's same thing as with tennis. Same thing with cricket.
Oh, what about canoeing or rowing? Would that
Rowing?
fuck up your arm?
Yeah, but I wouldn't find it interesting at all.
It is kind of boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more of a sport where it's about like just repetition, endurance.
It's not really a game.
It's not really a game. Yeah, it's not as smart.
Badminton.
Badminton is gay.
What?
Yeah, it's gay.
What do you think of squash?
I don't know the difference, to be honest.
I don't either. Fencing?
That's straight.
Is it?
Yeah, dude.
We are the opposite person.
You don't think so?
I think fencing's a little gay.
And what would you say, badminton? Badminton uses a shuttlecock. Wow. On a large open court.
The birdie.
Bouncy road bar, four-walled enclosed court. Oh, so squash is a little bit more like racquetball. You think fencing's gay, dude?
Yeah, I think it's a little gay.
What the fuck is gay about fencing?
The sword's like really thin. You know? If fencing was like with giant broadswords, that's very manly.
You ever seen 007, that scene where he's fencing with the Scottish guy?
Yeah, what about British people makes you think they're not gay?
I don't think British people are very gay.
What?
You think British people are gay?
They're really gay. Yeah.
What, dude?
I lived with a lot of British guys. They pretended to be straight, but I knew they were gay.
Dude, British guys are not gay. What do you think's the gayest English-speaking country? The answer is obvious.
Oh, geez, mate. Oh, a little crumpet of tea if you want me to fall down, son.
You think Canadians... I think Canadians are gayer than...
Yeah, I agree with that.
Canadians are gay.
I think anything that borders America, the straightest and most alpha country on the planet, is gay.
You think Canada's alpha?
I think Canada's gay. I think Mexico's gay.
I think Mexico's pretty straight.
I think Cambodia's gay.
You don't think Mexico's straight?
Mexico? Sitting underneath?
Would you be an
America?
equestrian? Would you be a horse guy?
I hate horses.
Really?
I hate them so much.
What about archery? Ooh.
Yeah, I do like archery. I do the hunting.
Weightlifting would be boring.
How do you feel about skateboarding?
I am not athletic at all. I personally wouldn't like skateboarding.
I don't think skateboarding's gay.
I don't think skateboarding's gay. No, I don't think skateboarding's gay.
I want a record of how many times we've said gay on this pod.
Gay.
Can we get an AI to tell us?
We probably can.
Yeah. MMA.
What about boxing? Boxing, I think, is pretty cool.
Boxing's not gay at all. Boxing's really cool. It's like the gentleman's MMA.
I think you would be good at boxing, actually.
I don't know.
I think boxing might be your move.
I do have for a guy my size, I do have a decent punch.
I think you would be a pretty good boxer. And boxing's definitely not gay.
No, definitely not.
Mm-hmm.
And they wear the shorts. They don't wear like the spandex like MMA. But MMA is so straight that they can do that. It's kind of like Kyle, where he's wearing the Speedo,
Yeah.
They're beating the crap out of dudes so they can wear skin tight clothing.
I don't know, though. That one's too violent for me.
MMA?
Yeah.
It's pretty violent.
That's like crazy what's going on in MMA.
That's life term or long life damage or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like I would get... My sport was pool. I love playing pool.
Oh, I like pool.
But it's like you're not running at all. It's not very active. That's why I like it.
Very technical.
I love just a not active sport.
Ooh, water polo's the worst.
Water polo?
Yeah.
How does that one go again?
They have like the little water skin caps on, and they're just swimming in the pool with a ball,
Yeah.
And then they go underneath the water to grab the ball, and then they throw it through a little. It's like
Kind of gay.
it's just soccer in the water.
Oh, I actually do like that.
I find it silly.
Have you seen people play how about volleyball?
I like volleyball a lot.
Volleyball is fun.
I like volleyball only for the clothing,
Volleyball is great.
It's for the ease of access, I need to be able to stretch, so I got to wear skin tight clothing, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I fuck with volleyball.
I like volleyball a lot.
In
I
Brazil,
can't
they have like these ping pong tables, and they hit them back and forth with their feet, like a volleyball.
Oh yeah,
Have you seen those games?
I've seen those.
Dude, that's fucking next level right there.
Could we make up a sport? What would be a good sport?
People like the latest sport people made up was Quidditch. Remember that?
Yeah, but Quidditch itself is a broken game
What do you mean?
because
The snitch just wins.
it's too overpowered.
Yeah, the snitch is
The
overpowered.
game mechanics are really poor. You could tell it was a game made up by a lady.
I don't know why it would have been worse if you said woman, but because you said lady, it felt more classy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could tell it was a game made up by a fucking woman. It's like, oh my
Yikes.
God.
That's harsh on the ears.
What did you say?
I like women. That's what made me tomorrow on my online. I was like, all the things I said on Eric McLaughlin's podcast.
I like the girls.
I like women. Yeah, I'm sorry.
women.
Women.
I treat women with respect.
Whee. Cool whip.
Women.
Yeah. Oh, sports.
Sports, dude.
We had a very manly podcast. Sports.
Yeah.
Family trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I think it's. I think we're coming to an end here.
We might be.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Now let me think. There's got to be something good to talk about. What's interesting about me? That the answer is nothing.
That's not true, man.
Nothing.
That's not true,
What's
bro.
the deal with your inaccuracy?
With Nick Hartley.
We haven't talked about comedy at all.
Oh, we don't have to do that.
But it's a comedic podcast. Aren't we supposed to then be like, oh, man, I was at this open mic the other day.
It's not really a comedy podcast. It's more of just like, we're talking. I feel like I
that's
got to
right.
learn a little bit about you today.
Hey, man.
You want to be a cheetah. You really idolize your dad.
yeah.
Your uncles treated you like shit.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, we want you to be just a man without having to be a man or learning how to be a man, all while you're watching iCarly.
And guess what? I just never became a man.
And you never cow tipped.
Never cow tipped.
But then you were like, I'm going to get my manliness out with sports. And you started beating the shit out of people in rugby. You fucked your knee up.
I got a great rugby story.
Yeah?
This was the game that it all switched on to me when I was like, oh, I get it. I know what's happening,
Yeah.
Because before that, I already said they were just like, go there, run there, hit there. We don't have time for this.
Yeah.
But the game that it all switched on, I was like, yes. Oh, I get it. I get it now. I get what we're doing. And literally 10 minutes later, I was in a ruck laying down like this. And some big fat guy on our team had got turned around and ended up sitting right on top of my shoulder. And all I remember hearing was a big pop and not being able to move my arm. What had happened is I dislocated my collarbone.
Oh,
right?
shit.
It was sticking out about, probably
no.
1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch, somewhere in there. And I'm freaking out because I'm like, well, this is the time where, it's lower level rugby. So everybody kind of goes on the weak side. Some guy doesn't know what he's doing, sees the ball up there. He's like, oh, I'm going to go to the weak side because there's nobody there and I'll get the gap. Nobody ever gets the gap. Somebody is always there to fill it, and push him out of bounds, and it's our ball. Low level stuff. And I was just running that way because I wanted to get off the field because, I couldn't move my arm. And I was like, this is it. I'm dead, I'm dying. And this all happened so fast. I run this way. I turn and see him running at me. And so then I'm like, as a reaction, I turn like this way and I just end up tackling him and he pops my collarbone back in.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And this is near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh.
So I hit him, and then he falls and he fumbles the ball, knock on it, becomes our ball. We go on then on that next drive to win because of a tackle I didn't even mean to make. And then the next week, thank God we didn't have a game next week. We had a game 2 weeks later. But I couldn't move my arm above here.
Yeah.
And then one day I just did this. I heard a big pop, and I could move it again.
Oh.
Yeah. So something happened. I don't know. But
When
my
you
collarbone's
popped
still
out, were you just like you couldn't move it at all?
couldn't move it at all. I remember it was in a weird position, right? Because I was laying down like this, right? And hands were kind of down here. And then I got up like this. I was got up, just kind of walking like this, trying to keep everything together. And then whenever he hit me, I tackled him similar like this. It popped it back in, and I was just like, "Oh, okay."
And then you were back
Okay.
in.
Yeah, that's like. I mean, I have a bunch of war stories I like to tell, but they're all self-aggrandizing and make me look like a jackass.
Oh my God. I could never do that, dude. We are opposite people.
When I got
I hated physical activity.
Really?
Yeah, I never liked it.
I like turning my brain off.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
My rugby coach Dan was an ex-Army guy for a long time, and he actually played rugby for the Army. And he would always talk about going to this dark place. When you're playing sevens, you got to go to this dark place.
Yo, this guy sounds crazy, dude.
He's a little crazy.
Dude,
I need
that's
to call him.
nuts.
But he's like, you got to go to this dark place, that where you're sweating, you're tired, and none of it matters, and you just don't even think. It's just that place we all have.
Just savagery is all that's left of you.
Yeah, pretty much. And you just see him switch it on like right there and speaking it, and I was like, I don't have that.
Dude.
I don't have that. The only time I go to that dark place is whenever I start screaming and yelling at people, because I don't know how interesting this is, but I used to be an absolute douche. Like from everything I told you, right, with the high school shit.
Like you get mad at people?
Oh yeah. Whenever I got to the point,
You don't
where,
seem like that kind of guy.
well, I'm chill now.
What changed?
I don't know. I think I just got done with the competitive thing, So like, who am I to judge anybody? I live in a 1-bedroom apartment that's unfurnished, and I have $2,000 in my name.
So you've been humbled?
I've been humbled, yeah. But whenever I was in college, I was really good at rugby, and when people didn't do things the way I wanted them to, and like I was trying to say earlier, I was sort of trying to be the athlete I never got to be in high school, to be gay about it, And so whenever people were getting in the way of that, or the way of me,
You're killing my dream.
the way of me, it was all me, about succeeding, and nobody cared about it as much as I did. So I would just scream and yell at them. And this was another thing of why I thought this was okay, because rugby is the closest game to simulating battle, like war battle. Football is more war as a whole. We're going to run this play here. We're going to win this battle here, win that battle here, yada, yada. But rugby, it's continuous play. So if you're laying down on the ground with a cramp, I feel bad for you.
Oh, because it's kind of like soccer in that way.
Yeah.
There's no breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're laying down on the ground, we're down a man. So like I do feel bad for you, but also you're fucking over our team right now.
Yeah.
Get up.
Get the fuck up. Yeah.
And I liked that about it. I like that there was no excuses for it.
That's kind of
Of course there were excuses. I just made that up in my mind when I was playing.
but that
the
is
game,
sort
no excuses.
that's sort of scary though at the same time.
But that's what I loved about it. That's what got me so addicted to rugby. Was I was like,
just go.
just go, just do.
Just keep going.
I remember I fucked over this one kid on accident because when I moved from fullback to fly half, he went into fullback, and he was a little wrestler. He was 5'5", 5'4" maybe, and he was just a stocky son of a gun. And he was asking me how to play fullback, and I go, well, to be honest, I told him all the other stuff, and I said, but the most important thing is you can't care about your body because they're running at you full speed. You then have to be able to track where they're going to go at, and if you hold up anything, you're at a disadvantage. You're already at a disadvantage. So you kind of just have to throw yourself at them, make a good form tackle.
Meat shield.
And meat shield, and just whatever you can do to get them down because you're the last line of defense. So just don't care about your body and make a good form tackle.
And he died that day.
The very first play, he separated his shoulder.
Oh my God.
Very first play. And I was like, that one's on me, brother.
I could never do that. I could never do that. Could never be me out there on that field. Absolutely not, dude.
But you know how much of a douche I was? I went up to him right after. I was like, you did exactly what I said. I love that about you. God damn, son.
That's not bad, though.
It's pretty gay. Yeah.
No, you got him.
It's just a college sport. That's kind of what I realized. It's just a stupid college sport. You didn't need to go to the hospital because of it. But I was approaching it like it was war. And nobody else was. They were approaching it like it was rugby.
Yeah, I couldn't do that, bro. There's no chance. I'd shatter.
Yeah.
I'd get Thanos snapped as soon as someone fucking touches me.
Dude, after this pod, I'll have to show you my highlight reel of
Yeah?
college. Yeah.
Let's do it now. Let's end it now. We're at 1:45.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks for listening about rugby and shit, guys. I hope this was fun.
Peace, 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 peace. Okay, cool.